In the news this afternoon, federal government hopeful of resolution with labor unions. Back to business news. FG plans funding support for startups. On the foreign scene, Trump facing fresh fraud trial with sons. We begin this afternoon looking at the story in a move towards preventing the planned nationwide strike on October 3rd. Federal government has assured that the labor unions would consider the offers placed before it by the apex government. Minister of Information and International Orientation Malam Mohammed Idris discloses this in a statement saying the unions will consider the offers by the federal government with a view to suspending the planned strike to allow for further consultations on the implementation of the resolutions. Idris maintains that issues in dispute can only be resolved when workers are at work and not when they are on strike. Representatives of the government on Sunday met with the leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress on measures to address the dispute arising from the removal of subsidy on premium model spirit known as petrol. Economic and political experts said the 20,000 naira provisional pay rise announced for workers, among other measures by President Bola Tinubu, will not solve the economic hardship faced by Nigerians given the high inflation rate. Experts who criticized the move in separate interviews with newsmen said solution to the economic crisis lies in funding production in order to reduce the spending on importation. According to them, paying workers additional 25,000 naira monthly for 6 months would amount to nothing because inflation would still be high in 6 months' time. They also fault the plan to expand the social safety net program through the conditional cash transfer, saying there is no reliable data to make it work. President Tinubu, in the 63rd Independence Day address, had also announced plans to extend the cash transfer to an additional 15 million vulnerable households to cushion the hardship effects of the fuel subsidy removal. Edo State Governor Godswin Obaseki says his administration will review the 40,000 minimum wage to the state's workers as soon as federal government revisits and revises the revenue allocation formula. Obaseki reveals this in his Independence Anniversary broadcast in Benin, the state capital, assuring that his administration would continue to ensure prompt payment of salaries and pensions, enhance the work environment, and sustain the use of technology to improve efficiency and better service delivery to Edo people. Governor Obaseki also says his administration is taking critical steps within the limits of the resources available to the state by initiating and implementing policies and programs to respond to the negative impacts of the recent fuel subsidy removal policy. Another business in today, federal government is set to help startups raise their total yearly funding rounds to $5 billion by 2027. Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, who reveals this today in a document, highlights that innovation, entrepreneurship and access to capital are critical components of a strong digital economy. The minister says the primary objective of the ministry is to stimulate the growth and sustainability of startups with a specific focus on those developing innovative solutions for critical sectors of the economy. We'll now bring you some foreign stories. Former American President Donald Trump has